Maven Profcon Services LLP is already a leading consultancy in the medical device fraternity. We provide a unique consulting experience to medical device manufacturers. We take pride in having a very dedicated, compassionate, and professional team to serve you. Since our inception in 2016, we have served more than 200 clients who are our happy customers across the globe and continue to be empowered by our regulated knowledge and implementation skills. Our clients range from growing startup companies with a workforce of 8 to 10 employees to established industry multinationals with thousands of employees under their systems, encompassing both domestic and international flights. We provide consultation for medical devices and in-vitro medical devices for CE, US FDA, NIOSH, ISO, and Indian MDR certification, along with services like Appointment of Authorized Representative, External Testing Services, EUDAMED registration, UDI Labeling, registration on Sugam portal, country registrations, internal audits, management review meetings, trainings, gap analysis, mock audits, audit supports, and Audit NC closures. For clients who face limited challenges in specific documentation, we also provide a customized service of preparing individual documents or parts of it. Our training and consulting support helps medical device customers to design and manufacture their products in compliance with regulatory requirements and bring them to the market more quickly, effectively, and efficiently. We are well supported with an ensemble team of management graduates, engineering graduates, technical experts, subject experts, trainers, and lead auditors. With a very dedicated, compassionate, and professional team, the annual maintenance contract department of Maven Profcon Services LLP is here to address certain hot areas of concern faced by medical device manufacturers. Are you experiencing any hurdles in maintaining your QMS and or other regulatory documents? Generic problems faced by medical device manufacturers. Problems with QMS and why is it crucial to be resolved? First, the lack of a proper or competitive quality assurance department is the first and the foremost concern faced by medical device industrialists, especially running small-scale or medium-scale businesses. Without a functioning QA department, the maintenance of documents and records generated on a daily basis becomes a huge mess. Furthermore, it is essential that the documents and records be reviewed by the manufacturer's QA team to ensure product and system adherence to performance, quality, and safety standards. Lack of a proper review of documentation is therefore a serious dilemma for the manufacturers. This leads to the very next difficulty, the inability to perform a proper internal audit. Medical device manufacturers may have a lack of skilled and certified auditors who can perform an effective internal audit that uncover pivotal issues affecting the performance of the system. To add to this quandary, the manufacturers often run out of steam to adequately prepare for and face external audits. With the ever-increasing stringency of requirements, the auditors raise minor and major non-conformances, and failing to tone with such requirements eventually leads to a system breakdown. Notwithstanding, resolving the non-conformities raised during internal or external audits is not always a walk in the park activity. Multiple competent personnel are likely needed to be involved, and finding an implementation of CAPA becomes challenging. Speaking on stringency of requirements, the updates on applicable standards, guidelines, and regulations are introduced in an infrequent and non-periodic manner globally. PMS report, PMCF report, PSUR, and SSCB are all regulatory requirements that need to be updated periodically as part of post-market surveillance activities for medical devices, unless there is a proper system including experienced personnel in place to proactively stay alert on such updates. Assessing the impact of regulatory and standard updates on QMS documents and aligning the same with the applicable requirements becomes a nerve-wracking venture for manufacturers. Lastly, there is an observed deficiency in awareness of the employees in various general aspects of QMS and applicable regulatory requirements, which can only be catered to by arranging costly external training and retraining. Performing such activities regularly is a burden to the manufacturer. However, competency is the heart and soul of the well-being and advancement of any organization, so this need cannot be bypassed. Problems with regulatory submissions, and why is it crucial to be resolved? The lack of a proper regulatory affairs department is a problem that cannot be ignored for medical device manufacturers, especially those who wish to expand their sales on a global scale. Upholding the state-of-the-art technology, system design, and product characteristics and documentation practices in line with the applicable regulatory requirements is a demanding task. It is not uncommon to know that the regulatory scenarios are continuously moving a never-ending assembly line, with requirements being recycled and replenished with a growing technical and political environment. Performing the update and maintenance of already existing regulatory documents, such as technical files, to conform to the revised obligations and demands cannot be achieved as the manufacturer intends to. Different countries follow different regulation systems, and without a dedicated team to analyze and understand how compliance can be achieved, registering products for sale in multiple countries and reaching out to wide-ranging customers will just remain a dream. In the presence of so many concerns, you, as a manufacturer, must be pretty miffed, to say the least. How can Maven help you out here? Maven Profcon Services LLP introduces the AMC Department to you as a single-stop solution to all your RA/QA hiccups. We have a dedicated team which acts as an outsourced quality assurance and regulatory department of your esteemed organization for guiding the QMS and regulatory work. Our dedicated team works passionately to improve and help you maintain the documentation of your company. As your quality assurance cicerone and confidant, we strive to update your technical platform and ensure compliance with the documented QMS of your organization, thereby assuring the quality and safety of the products. You did not face any conundrums arising from improper review of documents anymore, because our AMC team adequately reviews and verifies all the QMS-related documents on a regular basis to avoid any flaw in the documentations. An effective and periodic internal quality audit enables us to know about the areas that need to be improved. We arrange for the services of experienced, competent, and certified internal auditors for you, who shall perform the internal audit suitably. We make our presence spent during such audits and duly accompany you in order to reach easy resolution of flaws if any, and maintain the strong points as such. But we don't stop there, do we? In order to eliminate your anxiety of facing external audits, our AMC team conducts the preparatory, also called as mock audits, to make sure that you are thoroughly prepared before the actual audit. In addition, the AMC team will also assist you during the external audit and support you for document retrievability and avoiding any major conflicts. Our AMC team helps you to close the non-conformities received during the audits. We help in filing and implementing the CAPA in the system with proper documentation, and if needed, we conduct training for the betterment of the QMS understanding of every participant. Any changes in the standards and guidelines and the requirements to prepare relevant documentation are proactively catered to by our AMC team. We perform the gap analysis to assess the impact of changes in the quality system and arranges the training for the manufacturer to explain the changes. Furthermore, we align all your QMS documents with changes in the applicable regulatory requirements. We prepare and update all the documents and reports on a periodic basis as per the regulatory requirements. Our AMC team actively conveys the changes in the applicable regulatory requirements by giving extensive awareness programs. We also provide you with the compliant documents in line with all the regulatory requirements. Our AMC team has a vast experience of performing document submissions for country registration. We assist you with ease for registering your medical device with another country to increase your sales while maintaining complete regulatory compliance of the registered country. Not surprisingly, any comments received from your buyers or regulatory bodies in the respective countries are resolved without dropping a sweat. So looking ahead, The AMC Department has come into the picture, introduced by Maven Profcon Services LLP, to serve the ever so demanding purpose of medical device manufacturers to maintain and implement regulatory and standard specific requirements. We intend to communicate with you as to how we can take care of your system management while you remain stress-free in a series of such posts in the near future.